Oh, hello and welcome people back to Let's Play the DOGE Island. Now let's
The
first
Dark Island is more like it. Jesus.
well, everything will be fine. I mean, it's not like anything wrong can now happen to Elaine, right?
Uh,
So yeah, we have to be a delivery boy for a woof.
who names their dog Mary Teresa? That's 2 names.
It's well, she has to. I don't know. So we need to smell for help.
Dog.
I'm pretty much from the future parts. I will most of the times just show that screen of me sniffing the map, and then show me going to where the thing happens, because that way I can save a lot of time. And besides, I've shown the place enough times.
Right.
And now you do not need to be outside in order to sniff the map. You can just do that. You don't need to be inside. Now we're going to start one of my favorite quests in the entire game.
We're just gonna leave that other side quest hanging.
Yeah.
What the? Why?
She's not gonna run away anywhere. So Jeremy is a clown remover. He can manipulate weather.
What the heck? Then why were there storms all over the island a few days ago?
Well, it will be explained now, actually. And those are still the parts where I don't have the proper voice acting because, well, my capture broke. But yeah, his staff is broken, so
He has
we
a
will.
staff apparently.
Well, yes. He has
How
a
does he
staff.
hold it? He's a dog. How does he hold it and chant at the same time?
You'll see. But first we will need to find some ash tree. North Sandy Desert. And also I have figured out the workings behind the mechanic of you being able to find stuff before it becomes relevant.
Oh.
Like basically you'll only find it without knowing the smell if you have if you're very close to it, whereas with the smell you will easily find it when you're in the location.
Ah.
A silverfish and a sardine. A silverfish can be caught can only be caught in one of the piers in the Treaty Woods, the one next to the gorilla. I think that's the only one. No, there are 2 of them. One is in the river and the other one's going to the sea. The one next to the gorilla is the one going to the sea, and that's the one you need for the silverfish. Now sardines can be caught just about anywhere.
Like right there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there are more side quests here in the fields. Professional marlin fishing.
From his sake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see we're crossing into other...
Other cultures, yes. Bluefish and right-eye flounder. Thankfully, I already have those 2. And I stored them away so I wouldn't accidentally sell them. You remember those are the ones which I was so I remember I don't remember what they were for, but I remember having a lot of trouble getting those for some reason.
Yes.
But yeah, here is the pier where you can get the silverfish.
Can you go ice fishing in this game?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Well, didn't you think that
Awesome.
Dog Island has all of the possible climates there are in the world?
So
We have
the Dog
established
Island.
we have
Gone.
established this place is like the Dog Island is like Tales of Legendia, right?
It's also like Angel Grove.
Mm-hmm. Just go around the woods, and it's a completely different climate.
Mm-hmm. Angel Grove is the only city where to the north of it has mountains, and to the south of, like, direct north, mind you, like just outside city limits, it has icy mountains, and then directly south it has a fucking desert.
And there is also the Mount Fuji that can be seen in America.
Yes.
And here is where I take out the right eye flounder and the bluefish. Like, just like the moment you get one of those, throw them into the basket, it will be fine, it will stay there for months.
Yeah. Won't smell bad or anything.
Mm-mm.
Two woofs.
And now that we have the smell of the silverfish and the sardine, we already know that the fucking that the crabs live on a beach.
The eyes
Was
of that
it
crab
so
are really shifty.
was it so hard to figure that part out?
Yes.
There is only one beach in this entire island, on this entire island. Well, no, to be fair, there are more, but there is one right next to you. And why would you not think that there would be crabs there?
Hey man, that's profiling. See? You didn't know. Are we gonna become leader of the dog mafia?
Maybe.
Oh god.
I mean, we've got to, you know, take over the island. That's what Dog Island in the title stands for. And my name is Dog Such Hero Much Wow.
So yeah, that's why it's called DOGE Island.
I'll make it the Dog Island. So yeah, this is another one of those challenges. There will be two right next to one another, and those are fairly easy. They don't actually have mini games in them. This one's all about catching bugs. A cabbage butterfly.
Can you turn the bugs into ammo for your bow gun?
No.
Oh.
In any case, the bug catching minigame is actually quite fun. So long as you're not trying to catch a beetle, because then it's just not fun. The beetles are not fun.
Beetles are flying marlins.
No, not the flying ones. The flying ones are fine. It's the ones that are standing on the trees. They are the most evil.
They're tree marlins.
Yes. For a completely different reason, though. Which I will demonstrate in many tries. And fails.
This dog's dressed like a hipster.
Yeah, that's how you know this is a victory dog.
They're all dressed like hipsters.
Yes, they all have shit fashion sense.
Not like us.
That I so am trying to imitate. I mean, if I'm going to be their leader, I need to look the shittiest of them all, and I think I'm getting there. So this one's all about fish. And thankfully they're very nice about this, and all of the things that you need to get in order to please them are available at the Zumi Lake. The fish that you need to catch, as well as the cabbage butterfly. And I specifically left the black bass because I remembered that this was required for a quest.
What if you caught a marlin on accident?
You can't catch a marlin on accident.
But what if you did?
You can't catch a marlin even if you want to.
But what if you did?
Well, then you send it in an envelope to your sister.
Wow, that So can you also send a cow in the mail in this game?
No, sadly not.
Oh.
You can't send a Sheena as in mail. But yeah,
That
here
would
I
make
show
this,
off
like,
a
the
few.
best game.
Here I show off the bug catching, and it's actually different for every species of every type of a bug, and it has a varying like difficulty when it comes to the speed and the pattern. So it's a lot more fun and interesting than catching fish, which is exactly the same pattern every single time. It's just that it's the bar is like larger, or it goes slower. It's not even worth trying to dig anywhere without properly sniffing around.
Well, yeah, we've seen it's really specific.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, ladybugs and like the bugs walking around, no trouble.
Yeah.
But beetles that are just standing on a tree, those are the most impossible thing to catch for some reason. And even if you time out or you fail to catch something, you usually get multiple tries because they don't just run away. They will eventually become unavailable because the time of the day changes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also when they reset. So like, for example, you can stay in the same location and like wait until, and see this is what I mean.
Oh god!
No.
Bullshit! That should have counted! What?
And this is one of the more lenient ones.
Seriously?
Yes, there are ones that are even harder than this, and I caught one of them on my first playthrough for a side quest that I'm not going to be doing on this run because I know it's optional.
Good.
So there's no way I'm doing that again. It literally took me over an hour to get it because it only appears at night in a specific spot sometimes. And sadly in this game there is no way to be like a Song of Time.
Right. There's no magical dog ocarina.
Nope. Sadly, it's one of the few things
it really
this game
wouldn't
doesn't have.
surprise me if this game did have it.
I mean, we have a dog that can manipulate weather.
Right.
Jeremy, which is my favorite character.
He's your favorite dog?
He's my favorite dog, yes. You'll see why later.
Watch out for those poisonous snakes!
They're even worse than the poisonous chihuahuas. But yes, this is what I meant with the place with the best song in the game. That's not actually on the OST. for some reason, like, why would they not put this song on the original soundtrack?
I know, right? Why would you cut any songs from your soundtrack?
Yeah, I don't understand. But yeah, this is a song they use for all of the locations with like desert-ish theme, and I absolutely love it.
It is a good song, though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there is a new mechanic at work here, heat. The heat will fill out our puppy face in the corner, and I believe it causes a knockout once it fills out to the top. But you shouldn't really worry about it. Like, let's put it this way: it's balanced enough that you have to keep it in mind. But it's not something that interferes with the overall flow of the game.
And Oasis.
So you still get to you still get to explore normally as you would. You just have to keep in mind that you have to go to the Oasis from every now and again. There is another mechanic similar to this, but it's even more irrelevant because of another factor. See, now it's completely reset.
Does the gauge feel slower at nighttime?
No.
Aww.
Sadly, they didn't think that far ahead.
Good to see there's the ancient pyramids here.
Yeah. It's the Egyptian pyramids of the DOGE Island and the hedgehogs.
Why are there hedgehogs in the desert?
Hedgehogs live in the desert.
They do?
I think so, yeah.
Didn't know that.
But yeah, this is a new village, and because it's a new village, from now on we get to teleport here with the help of Boris and his mapstone.
Welcome. Then you turn around and the shopkeeper's not there anymore.
I don't expect so much. Pink casquette.
Jesus Christ.
Camouflage hat. Straw hat.
We can be a pirate.
I mean, I'm keeping all of this in because this is just about the most important part of DOGE Island. Accessorizing.
Well, yeah.
And see, even in this shop, the circle sunglasses that we made are available already. And I'm buying a few of these because they can be fused later on to create more types of sunglasses. I'm not a big fan of the bags.
Yeah, me neither. Go for the backpack. Damn it, Nico. We're playing this live. Why aren't you listening to me?
Nuh-uh. This
oh
looks
my god,
so
dressed like
touristy.
Claudia. No, Nico.
Now he looks like a pilot.
Nico, why? Dressed
You
like
mean-
Claudia, damn it. Then you can
you
say
mean
you were
Claudia
all
from-
along.
You mean Claudia from Macross 7, right?
Yes.
The Claudia that nobody will know who we actually mean
Exactly.
until we edit that post on the Macross wiki, claiming that she does have a name.
Her name is Claudia.
Her name was Claudia all along. But yeah, you have to throw out the accessories from time to time. Well, not throw out, just put them in the storage because there's too many of them. I don't get it why they don't just make them as like accessible from the menu at all times. It's not like it needs to make sense. I mean, I can carry like 20 fish in my non-existent backpack as a puppy. So like, just make it a customizable option, like in general.
Right.
Yeah. No. You may have noticed they have camels as slaves.
Yeah, they're not
Ignazi.
dogs. He's even got Nazi in his name.
Well, I think the pink cascade kind of gives it away to begin with.
Clearly.
See?
So cows, giraffes, and camels are not allowed in contemporary society.
Well, I mean, some of them are useful, so they are let in.
Yes. Like camels.
Really cold ice cream. You can actually buy ice cream and just use them instead of going to the oasis, but it's a waste of space, honestly. And for some reason, this dog says you may pass now. I don't really understand that, because I don't think there is ever a point in the story where he would stop you from going further.
Maybe it was originally planned and then they cut that quest or something.
I think that's the case, because there are a few more things like that. Like, for example, in the Zumi village, one of the dogs you can talk to also says something you may pass. Like, when could I never?
Right.
And now
I never was able to pass.
And these cobras are a bit more difficult than your standard issue snake, because they actually move in different directions. Also, they can very quickly kill you. And they paralyze you. Yeah. And the game absolutely adores putting stuff right next to them, or have you walk right next to them when you're following a scent.
Gross.
I mean, it's like, you can deal with them. It's not that big of a deal. You just have to. They still have no peripheral vision, and now we have golden hedgehogs. They collected all of the Chaos Emeralds.
Yes. So, if you're a sniff master, can you smell the Chaos Emeralds?
I don't think you find any of them though.
Aww.
Maybe in the sequel.
I would totally support a Kickstarter for Dog Island 2.
Dog Island 2 would be great. It technically, like, the Dog Island technically has a sequel, except not really. Oh, and there are sand pits here. They will just boot you pretty much back to where you started. I will show it off at one point. Yeah, there is technically a sequel to the Dog Island. It's on the PSP, but it's more of what you would expect from a game like this than what you have here.
Aww.
Let's put it this way. So it's pretty much Nintendogs.
Gross.
But, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that it doesn't have a really weird story mode.
I think you mean awesome story mode.
It's like honestly, I would not be playing this game had it not had a story as wicked as this one.
Right.
Because like I originally bought this for my little sister, but it turned out that this game's too difficult. Like, she's 7, and this kind of has way too much text for a
She's not
7-year-old.
8 yet, so...
No. So I ended and because I played it with her at the very beginning, and we got to that part where the little puppy is dying of terminal illness, and I was like, shit.
Dog Island is a game for adults!
I don't know what the intended audience for this is supposed to be. In a similar way, I don't know what the intended audience of shows like Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go was. Or Dororo.
Tamers.
Or Digimon Tamers, yes. I don't believe that nobody has put the Destiny scene on YouTube as a separate clip. I have to find which episode it was and fix that.
Right.
Because that's like the best moment to show you why it's worth to watch Digimon Tamers.
Oh yeah.
So we're back in the village. Since we found the ash tree, I can now give it to my best man Jeremy.
Pause. My pizza's here.
The colors, the glows, the textures, yes, it's perfect.
Is he a fashion designer or something?
No. He is a cloud remover. He needs to make the weather rod. You must understand, okay?
So we can make a new weather rod, understand? I like how we're like, oh god.
The clouds are saying you are in the middle of doing something. Come back later. And now when we talk to him, I said, well, we're gonna talk to him later, I guess.
Past Nico wasn't listening to your shit.
Nah. He has one really funny thing he says whenever you talk to him. But yeah, let's check up on whatever maybe Peter's doing. He's not doing anything. Oh yeah, we were delivering something to him. I completely forgot. He asked us to deliver him aphrodisiac like an episode ago.
You should finish helping that dog out before you try to help others. In other words, this is the game telling you should only do one quest at a time.
No, that's not the case.
Really?
I mean, like, you would be incredibly inefficient if you were doing that. I guess it's
Right.
their way of saying, oh wait, you were supposed to find a corpse.
Oh. Oh no.
And also, I did not tell Mary Teresa that I delivered the furniture, which I guess is important.
Yeah.
So let's do that first. It's more important than the corpse, obviously.
Clearly.
And that is the game's way of saying you've advanced the plot.
So delivering furniture is one of the important quests?
I don't know. Like I said, the way this game works when it comes to advancing the plot is a mystery to me. It seems that you just have to do enough quests. And some seem more important than others. Like, some are definitely required. And then, on top of that, the game seems to require some amount of fluff. But Francis, she's literally right in front of us. She wasn't dead
She's
after
alive.
all.
Thank God she's alive.
Well, Dog Island had you going there.
If she had been dead, I would have fucking threw my laptop out the window. That'd have been bullshit.
It's like you find a grave behind the grave of Doctor's girlfriend.
God
It's like,
damn it.
so this is where Elaine was all the time.
I like how in the background of this conversation we have the biggest grin on our face the entire time.
We only have one facial expression. I mean, it's a dog.
Right. Dogs can have multiple facial expressions, though.
Well, yeah, we do have them in the cutscenes, but the default one, you know, like OG looks frown in every
Right.
cutscene.
Right.
But yeah, just showing off the delivering the bugs. Nothing special. Nothing special here. Works exactly the same as delivering everything else. Now let's check out the tree.
The tree that will cause our destruction.
Mm-hmm. The imminent doom.
Yep. Seriously, I do not trust that thing.
Now, interestingly enough, this cutscene actually has like effect on the characters. In that, from this point onwards, Patasi actually gets a lot more involved in you finding quests, or rather reminding you that you have to do things, or pointing you to certain things.
Huh.
So it's so like, in all technicality, he's no longer just like there to be around. He is actually, his character actually develops, and now he is way more into helping people.
Good.
So yeah, DOGE Island has character development.
Good.